My name is Earl Laredo, and you're listening to KILL Dead Air Radio, and I'm your host. Tonight we're going to listen to some people whose minds are open. Now, let's hear our first guest. What's on your almost perfect mind?
Okay. So, what's on my almost perfect mind? I've been listening to this show for a while, and there are a lot of deadbeats and losers that call in on the show. So I thought I'd maybe make a change and try something different. I know in society today there's a lot of talk about fear and anxiety and trauma and regret, and people spend most of their time facing these things. And I've got a secret key here. That key is anxiety usually comes from past traumas, life traumas, memories, childhood. Because remember, up until the age of about 6 or 7, our subconscious mind is completely open to anything that the conscious mind puts in it. And the conscious mind, with its 5 senses, taste, touch, smelling, seeing, and hearing, those 5 senses are completely open up until the age of about 6 or 7. Everything that we experience from birth up to that age gets dropped into our subconscious mind, and that is the foundation for our personality. Most people that suffer from anxiety are experiencing past traumas in present time. Why? Because the subconscious mind that stores those past traumas does not understand the past or the future. It continually sees everything in its path as present time, perpetual present. The subconscious mind stores the core memory that creates your personality. It doesn't matter if something happened to you traumatically 20, 30, 40 years ago when you were a small child. As far as the subconscious mind is concerned, it's happening now. That's one part of the key to understand that anxiety comes from past trauma that is still existing in your subconscious mind in present tense. The other problem that most people deal with is fear. That problem is usually something that takes place in your potential future. You are afraid of what's to come. Why? Because you don't know what is to come. So, if you are someone that suffers from anxiety or fear, the way to tackle that, to start with, is to stay in the present tense. You will never suffer anxiety or fear if you exist in the present tense. The minute you start thinking about the future or reminiscing about the past, the anxiety or the fear kicks in. But if you are in the perpetual present, the mindful present, you will never again feel fear or anxiety. Test it. Test me. Check it out. Do it yourself. Stay in the perpetual present. Try not to think about the future and fear it. Now, the issues with the subconscious mind are much more complex because you have, depending on your age, you can have years or decades of repressed memories of traumatic events that it's very difficult to deal with. One tool that we give ourselves is the ability to dive deep into the subconscious mind and reprint new emotions on past core memories. What this means is if you have traumatic memories of your past, you can go into it through deep contemplation, visualization, and you can change the emotional impact of those traumatic experiences through affirmations consistently placed again and again and again. Like all thought, everything has a specific vibrational frequency. Thoughts have a specific vibrational frequency. We are all beings of energy. These thoughts that you have, like all thoughts, operate on specific vibrational frequencies. Anything that operates on frequencies, if repeated enough, repeatedly, affirmations again and again and again, whether they're positive or they're negative, they will eventually manifest in your material world. How does this happen? It happens because frequency, repeated enough times, will eventually hit what's called critical mass density, which means it will spark magnetism. That magnetism will then create matter. It will attract atoms, protons, electrons, the whole gamut. It will attract what will become matter. What this means is that time, space, the material world is not fundamental, but ideas, thought, and energy are fundamental. And what that means is that every idea, every desire has a specific vibrational frequency. These are eternal elements. Repeated enough, they will create critical mass, which will create electrical magnetism, which will then attract matter. So your thoughts will literally create the material world around you in both positive and negative ways. What's on my almost perfect mind is why people don't understand this and why they don't change their miserable future. Come on, people. Change your miserable future. Detach from fear and anxiety. Stop thinking about the past. Or if you do have to think about the past, do those deep dives through contemplation and visualization. Start imprinting new emotions onto those past memories and start changing your future. That source energy that we attach to, that we are all part of, will accommodate you in kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen, amen, amen. Be thankful for your very existence. And wake up!
Very deep. Deeper than most of our callers. He'd really opened his mind, that one. Well, I think that's quite enough for this session. Now, for those of you listening that might want to tell us what's on your almost perfect mind, leave a comment down below in the comments section, or shoot us an email at bonsai74@gmail.com, and we'll arrange